Hi friends, it's Michael with the Papery back again. I'm still working on my daffodil journal, and I forgot to look up the channel and the lady who made this, but this is an envelope that she used to make a tab window pocket. And so I made one, and I wanted to make a couple more. So here's one that I've already finished making. But this one I decided I was going to try doing something a little different with it. So I'll kind of go through with you how I'm going to do this. She maybe did this a little differently, so you might want to go back and look at her video. I will try and link that in the description. So basically, I am going to, now this is just a tab off of a file folder, okay? So I'm going to take this and place it about where I think I might want my tab, okay? Now I went ahead and stamped on this just because it would save me some time here, and you all know how to stamp, and I'm sure you can figure that out. Actually, I didn't do a very good job. But, okay, so I'm just going to take and trace where I want this tab to be on here. Now, as you can see, I'm going to have to cut this down a little bit. So, okay, well, first thing I think I want to do is glue this envelope shut. Now, this is just a junk mail window envelope. I have millions of them, so, and I am not kidding when I say millions. There's something wrong with me because every time mail comes in, I keep telling myself, no, don't keep that envelope. You don't need that envelope. But look at that big window in there, or look at what size that is, or look, it's ridiculous. So that's pretty sad. So first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to just do this with my scissors, I am going to cut this on the line that I just drew. Actually, I'm going to take my other scissors here around that tab. Now, you're not cutting where the tab on the edge of the tab. You're just cutting where you drew around what you're going to have as your tab. And I apologize because in order for me to see, I have to. Okay, so there's my tab. And I cut the rest of it down so that I'm not so sure I did a very straight job of that, but oh well. Okay, so now you need to make the decision of how you want to make your pockets. You can make your pocket like from here to here. Leave this open from here to here. You can cut it open here and make it go in that way. I'm trying to think. I think I might just try cutting it up at the top, which means I'm going to have to, because I don't want to cut all the way to the edge, because then my tab will be open, and I really don't want that. So I think what I'm going to do is just take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut a little sliver off until I get close to the end here, and then I'm just going to kind of go off to the edge. And then I have, now I'm not going to put anything on the inside because all it is a blue stripe, and most of the time it's going to have a tag in it anyway, so I'm not going to put anything inside there. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to, and boy, that is not straight. So I could tell that by looking at the lines on the inside here. So I turn that off a little bit better. Okay. All right. Kind of trying to refold that just a tish. Actually. Okay. So I'm going to take and ink a little bit. This is, what is this? Rustic Wilderness. I don't know if I've ever used this one. On this edge, ink that, and maybe down the side here. Okay, the rest of this I can finish, I think, later. So now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue my pocket down here. Okay. There. Now this is open here a little bit, and you can glue that down if you want to, that's fine. I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of glue there so it holds together. Okay, so now what I have is I have an envelope pocket where I can put a tag here, and I can put a tag here, and here's a tab. So and this one I did just the same way that she did hers, except I did this one with the tab on this side, and this one I did with the tab on the other side. So you can make them either way. You could even make something where it would have a tab down here. It's just a way to use up some of your envelopes. So that's, you know, what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to ink around here a little bit with that green ink. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I am absolutely horrible at getting things in frame. Okay. And like I said, I didn't do a very good job of stamping either, but there it is. Okay. So there's that one. And then this one. Now what I did, she left this open, I believe. I will, like I said, link her video. But I think what I'm going to do is glue mine shut here. And it's just white on the inside, so I'm just going to glue that side and the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to leave this side open to put my tag in. Okay. And then this one I will ink around too. And I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even covering these. All I did was stamp on them. And this, you know, might not be your kind of thing. You may prefer to cover yours with paper, and you certainly can do that. Not a problem. But I had decided I didn't really want to do that. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Grungy looking. Okay, so as you can tell, you know, you can put a card in here. I need one a little bit bigger than that if I was going to do it. And then you could put it on your page going this way, and then your tab would stick out. Now your tab's going to stay white on this side unless you either ink it or cover it with some paper. And I think I will cover mine with a little bit of paper if I can gather something together here. Let's see what I got. Well, this is a little bit, so I'm just gonna take and glue this down just on the tab part. Now if you wanted to make this a what am I trying to say? An independent piece in your journal and not have it be glued down to a page, then of course you'd want to cover the whole thing or stamp on the whole thing. I just glued this on, and now I'm just going to cut around my tab. There. And now you have the back side is, the tab is covered. Okay. And I might want to ink that. So as I said, now when you put it in your journal, you know, you can put it in this way, and for your tab's gonna stick out there. And when you turn your page over, goodness, I can't seem to get in. Got too much stuff on my desk, that's why. Okay, so there, and when you turn it over like this, you're gonna see when you glue it in, you've got your colored tab in there. So that's that one. This one, I think I'm going to do the same thing, just so that it's got, the tab is pretty. You could, you know, like I said, ink it. You could put fabric on it. You could paint it. You can do whatever you would like to do. Just going to cut that out, make it a little bit straight anyway. There. Now it's glued down. All I got to do is go up here and cut around my tab, if I can see it. Okay. There. So now this one has a covered tab on the back also. So here we go. So if you were to glue this one down, you glue it down like that, and you would have a tag here, and you can put a tag in this pocket. When you flip this over, your tab is decorated. Now you can also put an eyelet in these to hang a dangle from if you want. So that's another easy thing to do. So there we go. That is these little window envelope pockets. So that's just a little short tutorial thanks to this YouTuber. And I think it's a really neat idea. And as she tells you in her video, you can use it differently. You can use it for tabs on the top, on the bottom, whatever, however you want to use it. So, but it's really a nice way to use up some of your junk mail. All right, guys. Well, that was short and sweet for a change. I hope that you're all doing okay, and I will see you again in the next video. Please leave me a comment. I love them. Bye.